Happy Monday morning, my fellow estheticians. I'm Shelley Hancock, and welcome to Shelley's Show and Tell. It is so great to see your faces, those of you who I can see on camera. And I just want to thank you so very much for taking your Monday morning to spend with me. I really, really appreciate this. I will be coming live every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And we're going to make it a short session because I know that you need to get on to the business of taking care of your businesses. So we're just going to make it short, but we're going to pack it with a lot of information. I have a lot of subjects lined up and guest speakers lined up for you over the next few months. So I want you to know that we are recording this. Hi, Shane, good to see you now. We are recording this and it will be on the website. So don't panic if you can't make it live, okay? So everything's going to be available for you. On this first session today, I thought I'd start by sharing my story, actually the condensed version of my story, because we could be here all day if I told all 36 years. And I like to tell this story because I want everyone to know that there's so many avenues to take in this industry, and you might be just getting started and think, okay, well, I'm going to have my treatment room and I'm going to do my facials, and you don't even know everything that could drop in your lap over the years. I mean, back in 1988, when I started, I had no clue that I would, all the things that have happened to me, I had no clue that was going to happen. I was just a little 28-year-old girl that wanted to be an esthetician in my little treatment room. And so many things have happened. So this is going to be the very condensed version. But if you'd like to read about all of it, I wrote a book called An Esthetician's Journey to Success. And this is on my website if you want to read all my antics and my adventures. But I want to start with, I got a job in 1987, I believe it was, in a dermatology office doing computer work. Knew nothing about the skincare world, the dermatology world. I was doing computer work. And this is the only story I'm going to tell a little bit long because I think you're going to get a good morning giggle from this. So I'm sitting there doing my computer work. And the third day I was working there, the dermatologist comes up and he taps me on the shoulder. And he says, Shelley, what I really need is a back office assistant. Can I train you for that? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I know nothing about this world, but this is the first time in my career, you guys, that I'm having an opportunity dropped into my lap. Okay, so that's really important. When something drops into your lap, if somebody's giving you an opportunity, don't let fear stop you. I did go home that night and kind of thought about it and like, I don't know, but I thought I'm going to go for it. So I went that afternoon, I bought myself some white slacks and some white shoes. And I went in the next morning and they gave me a white lab coat and I'm feeling all official. Well, over the next few months, I saw liposuction. I saw sclerotherapy. I saw mole removals. We actually took the scalp out of the middle of a man's hair and brought his hairline up. I mean, this was huge back in 1987 in a dermatology office. But my absolute favorite story I love to tell, and this is the one I wanted to share with all of you. So it's only about my third month there. So I'm still learning a lot. I'm still very new at this. And we are going to do a wart removal with a laser. And back then, the lasers were these big, huge pieces of equipment, and they had big, huge suction tubes to suck up the fumes coming from the lasers. And so we're going to take this wart off of a male client, and the wart is in this male client's private area. I'm a little 27-year-old gal. This is all really new to me. I put on my best, I've done this a million times face, but I got to tell you, I'm a little bit freaking out inside. So my job is to hold the suction tube close to the area being treated. That's all I had to do was just hold that suction tube. No big deal. So the doctor turns on the laser, he starts the treatment, and within 30 seconds, I suck that poor guy up right inside that tube. And I'm turning 50 shades of gray or 50 shades of red. The doctor actually has to shut the laser off to let him loose. And the doctor says to him, we're not even going to charge you extra for that one today. I bet you, I still feel like I'm there every time I tell that story. And I bet you that guy still remembers me till this day. So anyway, that doctor had an esthetician. And that's the first thing I heard about an esthetician. And I saw people come out of her room and they hugged her. And they said, oh, we love you. We'll see you again next month. And I said, who's she? What's her job? And how do I get that job? And I quit and went to esthetician school. I went full-time, got my license in 4 months, went back to work immediately in a dermatology office, started a really great career there doing facials. And all of a sudden I get a phone call from a lady who owns a small spa in town. And she needs to go to a new job in New Mexico, and she wants someone to run her business for her. And she wanted that someone to be me. In my head, I'm thinking, I think she dialed the wrong phone number. I've only been an esthetician for 18 months. I've never run a business before. Why did she call me? So you guys, here's another opportunity going into my lap. And if I had fear, if I let fear creep in, I wouldn't let it pass me by. I said yes. I started running her business, and 3 months later, I called her. I said, "You coming back?" She said, "No." I said, "I want to buy your business from you." So this is where we'll fast forward all the way to 2005. I grew this business to be very successful. I had 2 suites in a medical building. I had a lot of fun. It was exciting, but I was starting to get a little tired, right? Any of you out there that are running your own business, you know that you wear a lot of hats, and it can start taking your passion away. And I thought, you know what? It's probably a good idea to sell this business before I start losing my passion and the business starts to dwindle. Let me sell it while it's on top. I sold it in a day. So that told me I was doing the right thing. And I took a few clients with me, put a treatment room in my house, and just worked on them while I was trying to figure out what my next step was in the career. And I'll be honest with you, I actually floundered for a couple of years, actually. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just worked on those clients, and I knew something would come. I don't know how it actually started, but estheticians in my town started calling me and asking me information about starting a business, about running a business, about growing a business bigger, about aesthetic equipment. And it just kind of got bigger and bigger. And I thought, this is it. This is my next step, mentoring other estheticians, using my years of experience to help them maybe not make the mistakes I made over the years, maybe help them move ahead faster in their career. So I opened a training center. It was a treatment and training center. We could hold 48 estheticians there for classes. And I had 2 treatment rooms. I called it Real Transformation Center. And the reason I called it that, because in the treatment room, we really transform our client's skin. And in the training center, I hope that we really transform the estheticians' careers with all of our education. That was a fun time. I ended up opening a second one down in Capistrano Beach, right on the ocean. Absolutely beautiful. And something that happened while I was down there, and I want you to remember this little story because it's going to kind of come to play a little bit further on in the story. So one day I'm checking my messages while I'm down there, and I hear this. "Hi, Shelley. This is Winston from Voice America. I want to talk to you about being a radio show host." Oh, no, I am in Southern California, right? And I think I've just been punked. Delete. And I never thought about it again. The next week, I'm there in the office. The phone rings. This time I pick it up and I hear that same voice. "Hi, Shelley. This is Winston from Voice America. I'd like to talk to you about being a radio show host." Winston, okay, tell me, like, how did you find me? What's that all about? Not in a million years could I have told any of you that I thought that I would be a radio show host. But he said they comb the internet, watch YouTube videos, looking for people that have a personality, a message, something they want to share with people. And they found my videos and they really liked them. So we went through the interview, and at the end of 30 minutes, I became a radio show host. I ran that live 1-hour radio show every Monday for 2 years. It was so fun. It was so humbling and exciting to see the reports at the end of each month and see how many people all over the world, not just the United States, all over the world were listening to me. I couldn't believe it. It was really, it was just such a blessing. And also during that time, I got asked to write a chapter in an anthology book. An anthology book, you guys, is a book that every chapter is written by a different author. And this particular book had nothing to do with our industry. It was a book of successful women entrepreneurs. So as I'm writing my chapter in this book and learning about publishing, I had this aha moment. well, wait a minute, we need one of these books in our industry. And I started working on the Esthetician's Guide to Outstanding Aesthetics. And we actually have volume 1 and volume 2, and some incredible people in our industry are in that book. I'm so blessed and happy that they all wanted to join me with that. So you can find those books on my website as well. So I'm just plugging along, doing my business. I'm happy, things are going, I'm working hard, the business is growing. And then when I thought it couldn't get any better, I get a phone call in May of last year. The gentleman on the other end of the line introduces himself as Tom, an entrepreneur, and he, along with his business partner, Tim, have built somewhere around 50 businesses, built them and sold them. And a couple of years ago, they created a skincare line called QÚL, spelled Q-U-L. And the skincare line is doing very well. It's in hundreds and hundreds of spas around the United States. But being the great entrepreneurs that they are, they decided they didn't want just that. They wanted more. They wanted to build their own franchise of spas to get their fabulous products in. So they're great entrepreneurs, but they don't know anything about this industry. So Tom tells me he's on the internet, he's typing in facial consultants, skincare pros, aesthetic gurus. I mean, every word he could think of. And he tells me, my name keeps popping up, Shelley Hancock, Shelley Hancock. And so he felt like this was a sign that he needed to reach out to me. So think back when I told you about Winston from Voice America. So as Tom is talking to me, in my mind, I'm going, I'm being punked again. But something in my gut told me, I don't think so. Just hang tight, Shelley, and listen to Tom. We had a great conversation. He wanted to introduce me to his partner, Tim. So we set up a Zoom meeting. The three of us got together and we had an even better conversation. And by the end of that Zoom meeting, I became their CBO, Chief Beauty Officer of their new spa franchise. So I'm excited. This is a new adventure. What a great opportunity for me, something new to do. Then I start thinking about it and I'm like, how can I be the CBO and run Shelley Hancock Consulting? My plate is already full, but I don't want to give up this opportunity. Can you guys see a pattern of all the things that happened to me? When you read my book or you watch one of my videos where I tell my whole story, so many opportunities over the years dropped into my lap. And had I been fearful and not done any one of those, I might not be where I am today. So I think these two fellows read my mind, because the next conversation when they have, we start talking about Shelley Hancock Consulting, how I've started this, how I've grown it, what are the numbers, where is it now, what have I done with it? And they were impressed with what I've done all by myself. And they said, what if we merge? What if we all work together? What can we do with this business if you've got more help to get out there and help the estheticians? So on January 1st, we all became one big happy family. And now I have a whole team behind me to help you. So you've probably noticed some changes. The website is the first one that you've seen, and it's a beautiful website. And besides all my toys or my aesthetic equipment on there, we've put all of the cool products on there as well. We've already started bringing aboard the team. Our first member is Jessica Gable, and we call her Jess for short. And she is she's our sales manager. She's our chief success officer. And she's going to help all of you in the sales training. And her sales skills are just like off the chart. They sent her to my house to spend 3 days with me. We just connected like crazy. And I learned so much from her about training or about selling. I feel like as estheticians, we are absolutely fabulous in our treatment rooms, doing our facials on our clients. We know what we're doing. And then we get out there to that checkout area, and we can sometimes get a little bit shy about asking for that sale of product, asking about that series of treatments or rebooking for the next month. That's where Jessica comes in. She's going to really help you with your sales, because that should be a huge part of our income, not just in the treatment room, but the selling of product and even pieces of equipment to them to take home. We've also added, we're going to be adding a lot of estheticians to help us, but we've added so far Summer Hill. And Summer is, just adore her. She's extremely technical, which is something y'all know I'm not so technical. So it's so great to have a technical esthetician aboard. You can reach Jessica at success@shelleyhancock.com, and you can reach Summer at support@shelleyhancock.com. We've also brought aboard an esthetician in Kansas. Her name happens to be Jessica as well, so we call her Kansas City Jessica, or Kansas City Jess. And she is, oh my gosh, I've known Jessica for almost 15 years. She started buying aesthetic equipment from me. And I think she has every piece of equipment that's on my website. She's going to be concentrating mostly on schools, but she knows so much about the equipment that I want you to feel free to reach out to her as well. Okay. And you can reach her at jessica.maton. I never say her last name right, but it's spelled MAUTON @shelleyhancock.com. She knows that equipment really well. So this team, all of these wonderful people that are gathered around me now, we're all here to help you grow, to help you transition to a brighter future in this industry. It's an incredible industry. There's so much that we can do, you all, that if you get bored, shame on you, right? There's so many avenues that you can take. We want to help you be super successful. So by the time you hit year 36, like I'm in, that you're going to be just as passionate about this industry as I am. I'm going to, during this time, even though I've kind of stepped away from answering so many phone calls and that type of thing, I'm going to be in the background still testing all of the equipment, all of the new products that we bring aboard. And I want you to feel very confident that when you see something new on the website, you know that I have tested it just like I've always been doing, and I've given it my thumbs up, so you can feel confident about that equipment or product. We are going to strive to bring you the most attentive customer service in this industry. We have a whole team here ready to talk to you. One of us is always going to be available to you. And we want to just help you thrive. We want to help you be super successful in this business. So this year, we've already brought aboard a few pieces of equipment. We've got the Soul, S-Soul for sun, right? Eye massager with adjustable heat, red LED, and that's a mouthful, biomechanical vibration. This is one of our newest little toys. Love this, great retail item. Then we brought aboard the plasma ozone device, which is for acne. This is just a new updated way of doing high frequency. I tested this one for quite a few months and absolutely love it. I believe we get those in stock next week. So these will be available to purchase on the website. And then next month, we have the Glow cleansing brush coming. And these are all from Method Bridget Kettner, the German company that I've been working with, and they make such great equipment. What I love about this one is on one side, we've got the scrubbing brush, but on the other side, we've got microcurrent and 2 colors of LED. So this is going to be a great retail item for you as well. And the price point is absolutely fabulous. I've also been testing a cryo machine. Gotta say, I love it, you guys. I'm actually even a little bit addicted to it. So as soon as I finish my testing, all the information about that will be up on the website for you. And I'm sure you've noticed the beautiful, wonderful, cool products up on the website. We've got an incredible retail line. And I have to say, I've been testing this since June of last year. Love it. Presentation is beautiful. The products are fabulous. There's quality ingredients. The price point is fabulous. And here's the best part. The markup for you is higher than anybody else here in the industry. You're going to make more money off of selling your products than you ever had before. And that's what we really want to help you do. We want to help you increase your income by not doing more work, right? Nothing more hard on our body in the treatment room. You need to be selling more products. And if we can help you make more income from those products and boost your income, that's just a win-win for everybody. So let us know how you can help. reach out to us. support@shelleyhancock.com, success@shelleyhancock.com. And remember, Shelley's with an EY. There's one last thing I want to do before I leave you. I like to read little quotes to you guys. You guys who've been following me over the years, you know this. This is a book I picked up at an airport because I forgot to bring something to read. So I was looking through, and this just caught my eye. I can't imagine who wouldn't catch your eye. It's called You Are a Badass. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. I think I read the whole thing on the airplane flight. But listen to this. What you tell yourself on a daily basis is more powerful than you know. Seemingly harmless jokes over time turn into serious destructive beliefs. Our thoughts become our words become our beliefs, and our beliefs become our actions become our habits, and our habits become our realities. I just get chills when I read that because I truly believe that. So be very careful what you tell yourself. Okay, I told you it was going to be really quick. I want you to get on with your day. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again next Monday morning on Shelley's Show and Tell. Have a great day, everyone.